Yeah.
You might say society might be 10% people take psychedelics, but how is that going to make the rest of the planet change? Just by the vibration of it? How is that going to cause the people in Nebraska and Iowa?
Well, every social revolution is made with 10% or less of the population. Revolutions are not made by majorities. I think that the way you change society is by changing its language. We can't evolve into something we can't describe. Therefore, the first thing we have to do is describe where we want to go. And I see psychedelics as such a stimulation to creativity that this is how they make the change. You know, people say that the 60s had no consequence. The whole world we're living in is defined by the issues of the 60s. The whole New Age is essentially a flight from psychedelics, but an effort to nevertheless maintain the lessons and the insights of psychedelics. So I think that the critical 10% of society that does the planning, the inventing, the implementing, and the designing is the sector of society that is being impacted by psychedelics and that can make change. The domain in which these changes should take place is the domain of art. We need to change the world into art. So much of the design process is haphazard. Like, you know, you look at this hotel. It was designed by an architect. It's a coherent whole, but it's embedded in the island of Maui, which is not a coherent whole. There is no plan for the island of Maui. It's just, you know, weasels buy land and put up hotels, and then the government builds sewers and provides electricity. But there is no master plan above a certain level. We need planning at every level. We need to express aesthetic intent at every level. Cities cannot be haphazard arrangements of contractors, projects, and dreams. The entire city, the entire planet needs to be brought in to the design process. This may horrify you, it horrifies me, but I don't see at this point that we have any choice. We are globally impacting the planet. So now do we want to do that in a haphazard and unpredictable manner, or do we want to somehow take control of it and decide how the whole thing is going to look? We need big ideas, and then we need the courage to implement them. We need to rediscover nature. We need to rediscover the richness of our own souls. We need to learn how to communicate with each other. We need to learn how to love each other. We need to learn how to appreciate differences. And we need to learn how to stretch ourselves toward the transcendental. The idea that society should be war, endless competition among individuals with the devil take the hindmost, we see the consequences of that. A ruined earth, unhappy people, and unhappy children. So it's a matter of letting order, the internal order of our souls, the architectonics of our dreams, we need to let that emerge. And one of the things we have to do is we have to free ourselves from enslavement to the idea that everything has to make a buck. You know, what they're saying now is, we'll save the world if you'll show us a solution that makes a buck. Well, it may be necessary to jettison the idea of making a buck out of the enterprise of saving the planet and just save the planet for its own sake. You know, that's the dilemma that we're looking at.